You can hear. So we are on day 4 of today's live session. My name is Lani Santana. I'm your networkpreneur mama, and I'm very excited to dive into today's topic, the power of first impressions. I don't know if you can hear me well. I'm trying to keep my tone of voice very, very low because we're actually in the lounge being shared by several people, as you know, here in the airport. And we're waiting for our boarding time going to Hawaii. Yeah. So we're gonna be meeting some of the people from BNI and we're very excited. Anyway, let's go back to our session. So I'll be sharing my screen. If you're watching me from this Facebook account, know that you can also go to my YouTube channel, which is Infinite Growth with Lani. And there you can see, you'll have the opportunity to also see my screen. You can also watch me from my page, Coach Lani, and you can also see my screen there. Okay, so let me just share some of my slides. Thank I think. Oh, shit. Let me share my screen. So there you go. I don't know if you guys can see on YouTube. Let's double check. So how's everybody doing tonight? I'm sorry, it's a bit in the background, but I hope you can bear with us. Beautiful. Let's see if there you go. Yep. We're nice. Okay, so let's get this. Let's start this one already. So once again, good evening, everyone. And the topic for today is actually one of my favorite topics because um, it creates a different environment when you are able to position yourself properly. You are able to create that impression that will help you to be able to have that connection with the people that you are associating yourself with. So today we're going to be talking about making a strong, memorable impression when meeting new people, whether it's in person or online. So, as you can see on my slides, okay, again, if you want to see the slides, you need to go to Infinite Growth with Lani. And you can also check the link on my page. So it will direct you to my YouTube channel where you can see my presentation slides. Okay, so let's go to the first part. Why do you think that first impressions they matter? No. So in in this topic, we will basically cover the ways to make memorable first impressions when you are meeting new people. So right now, I wanted to know, and maybe you can type in the chat. Hi, Doc Kaloy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my live. So why do you think first impressions matter? Why does it matter? Why do we need to prepare to make a very good first impression? And as you can see on my slides, I told there are two main reasons. Number one, first impressions can shape a long-term perception. Okay. Research actually suggests that the first impression can actually influence how people see us in the long term. And in the networking standpoint, a strong first impression can open doors, can build trust, and can set the tone for a meaningful relationship. So it depends on the feel of the person towards you, right? And today we will break down some of the tips and strategies to make those few seconds count. So are you guys ready? I hope you are because I am. Okay. Now let's go to topic number 2. Okay. preparing to make a great first impression in the first 10 minutes. So like us, we're traveling now to Hawaii and it's gonna be a networking event and we really wanted to make full use of the time we spent there to be able to connect to a lot of people and be able to find our perfect audience for the purpose or the goal that we have set. So yesterday, diba, we talked about goal setting before coming to a networking event. So right now that we have the goal, we have to ready ourselves on engaging with the people. So a great first impression starts before you even meet someone. Do you know that? Now let's talk about preparation. Okay. So what are the things that you need to prepare? So here on my slides, you can see that I have here three key points that that are very very vital to preparing before the meeting. Okay. First is you have to know your goal or your purpose. What's your purpose for meeting this person? Are you looking to connect? Are you looking to collaborate? Are you looking to learn new things from them? Having that clarity can guide your approach on how you do the networking. Yeah. Second would be it has a lot to do with appearance and your body language. So it is effective to practice an open and confident body language. So, what do I mean by that? Meaning, the way that you communicate, actually, an effective communication, you'll be surprised that only 7% of what you say is vital in an effective communication because 93% is actually body language, right? You want the communication to be effective, words are not enough. Okay, we have to communicate using our body language. And think about, the first one that is very very easy for us to do would be dressing up for the occasion. So dressing appropriately for the setting, we need to say um dressing to impress in a way. If it's a formal event, you dress for the occasion. It doesn't mean you need to be, overdressed um or have to be luxurious, but you just have to be polished and also needs to show people that you engage with that you care. Diba? So I really know I from what I learned in also in my company that when we dress to meet people, it displays a certain level of respect for the other person that we are meeting. Because if you come prepared and people see that you come prepared, they would feel that you show care and you show respect for them. You've prepared enough for the meeting. Okay, so dressing up is one. Second, okay, and this is very free. Smile. Okay, smile. A genuine smile goes a long way. It immediately makes you appear friendly and also approachable. Diba? Almost you here when you see someone, and even though they haven't said anything yet, but they smiled at you, you will immediately feel safe with them, right? So smiling is part of the preparation. If you are not used to smiling, go ahead and go in front of the mirror and try to stretch your lips every time and practice smiling. I do that before because I'm not a person who's used to smiling a lot. But since I started practicing, eventually I got used to it and it just comes out naturally, right? And then the third part would be your body language. So when you sit down, whether you're standing up or you're sitting down, you sit down or stand up with an open posture, an open body position, keep your shoulders relaxed, and then when you talk and when you know it's gonna be easy when you come from sincerity, when you talk to people, you have to look at them in the eye. Just like what I'm doing right now. I may be talking to you from the digital space, but no, and I hope you can feel I'm looking at you in the eye, right? Only from time to time I need to go to my notes so that I don't miss out and I still manage the time because we only can cater to 1 hour of this live and we wanted to go 100% so that we can add value to the people who are not yet aware. Oh, hello, Lorianne. Hello. Doc Kaloy are still there. Thank you for watching. Okay, so, and then the third part, as you see on my slides, would be some of the mental preparation that you need to do. Now, I get it. It's understandable. You might feel nervous. You might feel that, this is not your natural space. You might feel, how do I say, you might feel very unsure of what you're going to do next. And when you get to that point, all you need to do is to take a deep breath, inhale and exhale, and let go all of the judgment that you have towards you first. Because I tell you, none of those people are judging you immediately, but the only person that makes you nervous is only you, because you are the first person who judged you. So if you can take that out by releasing the energy of judgment towards yourself, you will realize that you will be in a much better space. Okay, so practice that, taking deep breaths, inhale and exhale. And when you take deep breaths, inhale and exhale, you don't, some of the people, when they do deep breaths, alam niyo yung lumalaki yung chest, which is wrong. If you want to actually do a proper release, okay, energize and release, you when you do your inhale, your tummy, sa navel part, it has to go big. So you inhale and then you exhale through the mouth, and it will calm you down. So that is one of the surest way on how you can prepare yourself mentally so you don't feel nervous every time. And even when you get to that point where you have to talk already to a person and you suddenly felt nervous, just repeat the same process. Okay. Second would be to remind yourself what is a good thing to say to yourself as a reminder. The truth is, everyone feels the same way, no? So you're not the only one who feels nervous at times. Even people who are already of stature, they also feel nervous. I mean, it's not always that we come prepared. Of course, making the early preparation pays a lot, but if it comes to the point where you really committed a mistake, and later on I'll be tackling on that, no, sa last part, it's okay. Remember that everybody feels the same way. We are all human beings, so this is just but normal. And when you start realizing this one and accepting this one, even you yourself won't have any more judgment towards other people, and you will be very forgiving, no? Especially if you see that they're really trying their best as well to be that better version in front of you or in front of everyone else. Now, just for a few minutes, since we've been talking about this preparation and the other topics, maybe you can share with us. So in the chat, please type what's that one thing you think is essential for a good first impression. It could be anything from a handshake to an eye contact. Maybe I just need, maybe to have some engagement. Let me know based on what we've already tackled. What is that one thing that you think can create a good impression? I'll give you some few minutes for that while I transition to the next slide. Okay, so oh, and I'll go through your comments later. Okay, now let's go to the third part. How to craft the first words that you are about to say. Now let's talk about this part, because the first few sentences you say actually will set the tone on how the entire conversation will be. It will really set the tone. So the first part would be introducing yourself with confidence. So um a simple confident introduction can make a big difference in the conversation. And it doesn't have to sound too boastful, but you just have to come from your authentic self. Meaning to say, you can like write a small note and then practice introducing yourself in a way that highlights your passion. But very little of the position, because your passion matters more. It shows the other person the character that you have as an individual, and also your area of expertise. And when you say area of expertise, may I suggest that you use powerful stories based on your experience to display your expertise in just instead of just saying, for example, hi, I'm Lani Santa Ana, I'm the CEO of like this. So don't settle for just the position, but more of creating that story to display your expertise. Maybe a great testimonial that you got from a client, something like that. So one of the example would be something like this. So, hi, I'm Melanie Santana. You can call me Lani, and I help people build powerful networks and also communities. So something like that. It gives them a perspective of what you are passionate about, and at the same time, it gives them the feel of who you are as an individual. Okay? Next, okay. The third part, as you see on the screen, it says there, ask open-ended questions. So asking questions like, what brings you here? What's your favorite part of the things that you do? You shared about your passion. So what's your favorite part of the things that you do passionately? Right? And then you can keep this conversation going. It basically shows genuine interest. Like I mentioned yesterday, although we come to network and part of the agenda is hopefully to find collaborators, but before you get to that point, you have to stand firm on the first agenda before your ultimate agenda, and that is to connect to the person. Because if you are not able to connect, if they don't feel that you care, you intently listen to whatever they have to say, you won't be able to create that bond enough to make them ready to what it is you want to share, whether it is about your business or whatever, right? Whatever the ultimate agenda might be. Okay, so right now, okay, this is good. Um, if you're meeting someone for the first time, what would you say? Can you drop like a one-liner comment in the chat? What you would say if you are able to meet someone. Let's say this is your a person that you've been wanting to meet since way back, and now you're given the opportunity. What is that one-liner that you would say? Okay, feel free to drop in the chat. Now let's go to the fourth part. Okay. And that is listening, about listening, right? Building connection through active listening. And we all know that listening is the key to connection. It's rather difficult to state um, your it's rather difficult to share what effective topics with each other if you don't know where each other is coming from. So the first key point is actually active listening, right? Show that you're actually listening. So make an eye contact when you talk to them, nod occasionally, and respond with short phrases like, yeah, that's really interesting. Or tell me more about that. That sounds nice. Or maybe these small gestures that will help them fully engage, like tell me more, or maybe ask who the person they are referring to, and if they could make a connection, right? If they are able to feel that you can relate with them, I tell you, the quality of the conversation will just be amazing. So having that eye contact makes them assured that you are with them. You are being with them 100% of the time. Okay. Second, echo key points. So what is it? Summarize something that the other person has said. For example, oh, love this beach because it has pink sand. Oh, really? It has pink sand? Something like that. You just need to echo or maybe make a comment. Oh, that sounds like a really nice place, right? And ask them, so how was the vacation there? Or if they're talking about like a project, oh, that sounds like a really nice project. So how did it go? right? Something that will initiate more sharing from the initial statement really plays a big part on the quality of the conversation. And then for the third part, which is also very, very important, part of listening would be avoiding interruptions, or rather, avoid yourself from interrupting them when they are talking. It can be tempting to jump in, especially if your intention to converse is to always reply and prove a point. Tama ba? So it can be very, very disappointing, especially if the other person is already in the moment and then you just interrupt and tell them your piece. Just wait for them to finish talking before you say your own piece. And that way, whatever you show them, this is something that they will also do to you, right? If they can see that you are modeling it in a way that is like setting the tone for the conversation. So have you ever met someone who was a great listener? What was the feeling like? Yung talagang nakikinig sa'yo and they were looking at you in the eye and they were engaging with you and they were just being with you. 'Di ba ang sarap sa pakiramdam? You feel very important. You feel very acknowledged, right? Even with just small gesture of looking in the eye and listening. They do 6 to 1, bang for bang off. And they were announcing something. Pardon them. Okay, anyway, let's now go to segment number 5. So what if despite all the preparation, you still made a mistake? What now? 'Di ba? Nagkamali ka. Okay. What do we do now? Hold on. I think I'm showing there. So what do we do now? Despite all the preparation, nagkamali ka. That's okay, okay? Let's face it, no one is perfect. No one is perfect, no matter how much you practice. And sometimes we make mistakes during the first encounters. And that's something that we cannot go back anymore. Okay, we cannot erase that. We already committed the mistake. So what we do next after the mistake is to stay calm. If you misspeak or say something that's very, very awkward, don't worry. Take a deep breath and correct yourself calmly if needed. And laugh at it. Okay? Second is to laugh at it. Use humor to lighten the mood. Nakita niyo itong picture na nasa slides ko. For those on YouTube and if you can see my slides, okay? These are different pictures of the same person where he just laughed it out. A little humor can lighten up the mood, especially when you already committed the mistake. And if you accidentally call someone by the wrong name, for example, like a quick, I guess I need more coffee today to remember things or to wake me up. If you, I do actually, honestly, because I've been in the networking business for so long, like almost a decade now, full time. I meet a lot of people and I'm not so good with names, but I can recall their pictures. Like I know if I've already met them before or if this is the first time I'm meeting them. So I often call people wrong names. Or if I'm not sure, I'd rather not ano na lang, eh, hi ate or hi miss or hi sir, ganun na lang. But if it comes to that, that you call them by the wrong name, just crack a joke. I should have gotten my coffee right now. Maybe it will help me remember or keep me awake, right? And then the third one on handling mistakes gracefully would be to focus on just moving forward. Don't beat yourself up just because you committed a mistake. I know that you already prepared so well and you thought everything is going to run smoothly. It's okay to make mistakes while growing up. All right. So just move forward. If that moment is uncomfortable, it usually is best to keep going and focus on the rest of the conversation. So find opportunities where you can explore pa para to lighten up the mood and to just move forward with it, right? Now we're almost done with our live and I think I'm the only noisy person in the room. So some final thoughts. Let's do a quick recap. Okay. Key takeaways. What do we need to remember from this session? Okay, you will see on my screen some of the key takeaways. Number one, be prepared. Okay, preparation is key to give you more or a little bit of extra confidence. Okay, although again, we cannot guarantee perfection, but once you come prepared, you know very well that you will not be as nervous. Okay, having a clear purpose and coming prepared to make a strong impression. Okay. Second, okay, when you show up as yourself, okay, show up confidently and open, and basically be in that open body position, and you're more likely to create meaningful connection because and then look at them in the eye. It shows genuine interest, listen actively, and ask thoughtful questions to build that connection with the other person. Sana wag naman ma-stuck sa puro kumusta ka, 'di ba? So just be a little creative. And then the third one, okay, stay authentic. Be yourself, especially when you committed the mistake. That's okay. Just be yourself to foster the trust and real connection with the other person. Hello, Andy. You're watching. Andy is watching. Yeah, diri kami sa sa airport waiting for our boarding. Okay. And then the fourth one, okay, is show respect. So nothing beats showing respect to the other person. Value their time and opinions, and the small gestures to them matters a lot as well. Showing respect, making that first positive first impression last. Okay. Ang importante dito, yung naramdaman nila, hindi yung fake lang. Dapat talaga, it's very real for you. Correct? Okay, so would there be any questions on our topic tonight? Hi, Andy. Thanks for dropping by to my page. Let me invite some of my attorney din. May nagwa-watch sa live ko kahit gabi na. Tara! Ayan, the first impressions last. Doc, I don't know if Doc Color is it. And I have another guy on the side drinking whatever. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. I hope I was able to add value, give you added confidence when you start doing networking. Remember, hello, live from the airport. Yes, it is. We found a place thanks to my attorneys. Okay, and may naabutan ka ba? Parang patapos na ata yung naabutan mo. Anyway, you can watch the replay. And as we wrap up, okay, again, what's shown on my screen if you're following my YouTube, Infinite Growth with Lani. Just click the link on my bio so you can get updated with the lives. This is going to be 30 days of straight networking topics during my live sessions. Sometimes I have PowerPoint presentations, sometimes I don't, which is fine. Where we're coming from is we just really wanted to share to people, so to give them more idea that networking is not necessarily scary. Okay, networking is essential for every business because people is our greatest asset, right? So that's it. If you have any questions, guys, just put your questions in the comment. I will come back to them. And maybe if I did read some, we can tackle them up tomorrow. So to close, okay, the power of first impression. I hope that you feel more confident and ready to make that lasting impact with every new person that you meet. Right. Next time, we will dive into the next topic. So the topic tomorrow will be the um I forgot the topic tomorrow, but I'll just create a teaser. Okay, it's another crucial skill for networking. Like I said, it's gonna be 1 whole month. And before you go, don't forget, of course, to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Infinite Growth with Lani, or you can also follow my page on Facebook, which is Coach Lani. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Andy, for commenting. See you guys very soon. See you again tomorrow for a very, very productive and informative session with your network sprinter mama, Lani Santaan. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Nakahirit ka talaga. Are you
Yes.
done?
Yes, ako.
Wow. Nag-isa yung tag ko.
Malay mo dahil